Can you tell me the different roles in Scrum and their responsibility? This is one of the most asked questions in the Scrum interview. And today, we want to take a time to dissect all the different roles in Scrum and their responsibility in the simplest way you would ever imagine. Welcome to the Scrum Chatroom with Dr. Francis Mbunya. If you're new here, click the subscribe button. And viewer, I just want you to click that like button and drop a comment. Why? In the next 30 days, I'm doing a challenge where I'm posting a video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, every week, non-stop for the next 90 days. And it's going to go out at 11 a.m. Central Time every day. So if you put the notification button, you are going to be the first to get this video. And trust me, they're going to be really, really mind-blowing. Now, without wasting much time, I want us to go into our topic for today. What are the roles in Scrum and what are the responsibilities? There are three key roles in Scrum. Number one, the Scrum Master. Number two, the product owner. And number three, the development team. Now, let's start with the first one, the Scrum Master. Now, the Scrum Master is the facilitator of the Scrum team. Why is the Scrum Master the facilitator? The Scrum Master is the facilitator because the Scrum Master masters the Scrum framework that is used in delivering business value to the customer. If the Scrum Master is the facilitator of the Scrum team, what exactly does the Scrum Master do? There are four coaching stands that will help you explain the role of a Scrum Master in the best, simplest way. Number one, you facilitate making sure that all Scrum events are taking place within their respective time and also ensuring that everyone is participating. Number two, the Scrum Master is teaching the team on all the concepts and theories about Scrum so that they understand exactly what they're doing. Number three, the Scrum Master is coaching the team and make sure that they are implementing this principle rightly. Number four, the Scrum Master also put on a mentoring hat. Now, the Scrum Master become a mentor when the team become high performing. And I'm going to talk about what help a team to become high performing in one of the next series, one of the next videos these days. And lastly, the Scrum Master also help to resolve conflict so that the team can collaborate. Why is conflict resolution very important in a Scrum team? It's very important because when more than two or three people come together and start collaborating, there are bound to be differences. And sometimes if these differences are not managed, they're going to escalate to conflict. Now let's move to the role of the product owner. When we talk about the role of a product owner, the product owner is that person who facilitates communication between the Scrum team and the customer. Now, let me explain a bit here so that you can get a whole concept. When we talk about a Scrum team, we're talking about an average of about 10 people. It can be less, it can be more. An average of about 10 people coming together to collaborate and build a business functionality to deliver to the customer. Right. So in that case, there is one person that facilitates. There is another person that collaborates between the team and the customer. And then the third role, which we're going to talk about in a bit, the development team are the people who actually do the work. But now I'm focusing on the role of the product owner. So the product owner is that person who facilitates communication between the Scrum team and the customer. In that way, the product owner needs to understand what is the customer asking? Why is the customer asking what they are asking? And how does the customer want us to deliver this product? Now, this is when we're talking about the product vision, the product roadmap. Now, when these requirements are passed on to the product owner now prioritize it in a way that the development team understand what they need to do first and have a conversation on how to deliver that. Right. Now, this might be slightly different in in a scale environment or in a PI environment, which we're also going to cover in another video. Now, let's kind of take a bit next step to look at the development team. When we talk about the development team, we talk about the knowledge worker, the people who actually do the work. What are their responsibility? Their responsibility is to understand what the customer is asking, and the customer sends those requirements through the product owner, and to make sure that they are doing the work according to the request from the customer. You might know how to do something, right? I might actually give you this shirt. Oh, I really need this shirt and I want it, let's say, check as I'm wearing. And then you are the teller. It's like, oh yeah, I know another approach which is kind of really better than this one. And you go ahead to use that one because you think it is much better. Now, this is not what I asked. What you're suggesting might be even more perfect, more qualitative, or more expensive than these. But my request was this one. So that's why there's that communication between the customer and the development team, making sure that they are only delivering what they ask. Why is it also important? Let's say you found another fancy way of doing that, and my budget was only $100, and you came back and say, oh, this one is much better, more good, and it's $1,000, and I don't have $1,000 to pay. What happened? So that communication is very important. Now, the Scrum team or the development team does this by self-organizing. Imagine about 7 people collaborating together to build one thing. There's a laptop in front of me. Let's say I have 7 people coming together to build the laptop. One person is working on the keyboard, the other is working on the screen, the other is working on the motherboard, the other is working on the motherboard, the other is working on different aspects. Just imagine if these 7 people are not talking to each other. They will not be able to collaborate in a way that we get a really, really good product. So this is very important. Now, what are some of the skills that are required to perform on these different roles? The first role, which is a Scrum Master. To become a Scrum Master, there are 3 most important skills that you need. Number 1, communication. Number 2, problem solving. Number 2, leadership. To become a product owner, there are also 3 top skills that you need. Number 1, strategic thinking. You must be a strategic thinker. Number 2, negotiation, because you're communicating with the product owner. And number 3, product management. How to be able to manage the product, you need to understand the life cycle of a product. And then to become a developer, 3 most important skills you need. You need technical expertise. You need to understand the technicality. Second, you need to understand how to work with a team because you're not doing it all by your own. And thirdly, you need to be adaptable. Adaptability. Adaptability simply means that you might know the best way to do it, but then we need to clearly listen to the customer and adapt our approach to what they actually need. Now, in conclusion, what we are kind of focusing on today is helping you understand how to become an effective Scrum Master, how to become an effective Agile practitioner. And simply because you watch this video to the end, what I do for people like you, I offer a 3-minute evaluation. If you want to become a Scrum Master, if you're already a Scrum Master and want to become an Agile coach, I'm also offering a strategic, and trust me, one of the best you can find of the Agile coaching program with a one-on-one and splitting a roadmap for you on how you can become an Agile coach within the next 60 days, within the next 90 days. It's an amazing program that I have launched just because a lot of people have been asking. So I've created a space for that. So if you're a working Scrum Master and want to grow to the next level, also you can book this free 30-minute consultation and we can be able to work out on that. But then if this actually benefited you, I want you to do 2 things. Don't leave without dropping a comment. It helps get the video out so that many people can see the video. Drop a like as well. And if you have any question and anything you want me to do in my next video, drop a comment. Trust me, this time around, I'm going to follow up and I make sure that I actually do that video. Even if it means me doing 2 videos a day just because I want to answer your question, I'm going to do that. And for those who are in the job market, you need interview preparation, feel free, go ahead, book that 30-minute session, and you will also get there. You want more information about our program, check in the description button. There's quite a lot that's going to help you. Right. I see you in my next video.